Hello guys, this is YouTube.com. If you like my channel, like, subscribe, press that bell button for notifications. Make sure it's highlighted white so we know I put a video out every time. So as you can see here, I'm doing a comparison here. I'm going to compare BettyCrocker Delight Supreme Original Brownie Mix to Dark Chocolate Brownie Mix Pillsbury. So we're going to see how they come out. So they both cook at the same temperatures and use about the same ingredients. So we're going to see how that works, and hopefully it comes out good, and we'll see which one tastes better. Obviously, a lot of people are familiar with Pillsbury. It's pretty popular. The Pillsbury Doughboy. And a lot of people are familiar with BettyCrocker. So hopefully we'll see how good they come out, and I'll continue with more, and I'll show you the rest here in just a little bit. All right, so the first one we're going to start off with is the Pillsbury Dole brownie mix here, dark chocolate. All right, so we're going to mix our ingredients. We're going to have 2 eggs, 2/3 cups of vegetable oil, and 1/4 cup of water. So we're going to do that, mix that all together, and then we're going to add the mix in there, and we'll continue from there. All right, here's the oil we're going to put in there. I know it seems like a lot, but that's what it calls for. And then our 1/4 cup of water. And then our 2 eggs. I'll put right in there. And put that over there. Just put it into my cup that had the water in there, whatever. I'll wash it later. Alright. Okay, now we're going to whip that together. Then we'll add our mix after that. I hope you guys can see there in that. I just don't want it to fall over in here. Also, these are big on the same temperature, so if you set your oven to 350 degrees, you should always do that in the very first place. Always preheat your oven. And also, both these are 8 by 8 glass pans, so, and they're pretty spraying with some non-stick grease or whatever. Like I here, I have a Baker's Joy, which I'm going to use. It smells pretty good. So, the baking spray with flour basically is what it is. So we're going to go ahead and make sure we spray that. Also spray that first. Give it a good liberal spray amount. So I think that's more than plenty. There you go. A little extra never hurts, right? Alright, so we're going to add this in there. Like I said, so we're doing a comparison between BettyCrocker and a Pillsbury. We'll see who's going to be the winner out of this. Alright, I'm going to cut this open here. Just give me a second. Alright, we're going to got this cut open already. I'm going to add it in here. We're just going to mix it all together. And beat it together as it says on the packet. I'll just put that over there, so it's all going to be trash. And we'll whip that together here, and then we're just going to pour it into the pan here. That looks pretty good already. It's a nice thick brown, that's for sure. I might make sure you get in there nice and good there. Alright, so this is the Pillsbury Berry one, the Doughboy. So it says to eat it about 50 times. 50 strokes, this is. I feel like I'm going to have a stroke doing this. Just kidding. Joking. We don't want that. Alright. And then we're just going to pour it right into here. So it is supposed to be thick, so we'll see how this comes out. It's pretty thick, so this is going to take about 40 to 45 minutes for this one. The other one's much quicker. So Alright guys, so we got the Pillsbury Doughboy one on front here. I might just cook these separately actually. So this one's right here. So I'm going to put this one in the oven. It's going to be 40-45 minutes. I don't know, mate. I'm trying to think. Let me see how long this one takes to cook. I think this one takes a lot less. It takes a little bit less time, but we'll see if we even out. It says 35 to 38 minutes and 8x8, so we'll figure that out and see. We'll just kind of keep an eye on both of them. Alright guys, be right back in just a moment. Alright guys, we're going to start mixing this together. So this is going to be the BettyCrocker one I'm going to do next here. Like I said, I'm going to cook them decided to cook them at the same time, so it's about the same times for both of them. Well, that one's a little 7 minutes longer, but they're being 8x8 pans. 8x8 pans. So we're going to see how it comes out here in just a moment and see how it works. Alright, so for the BettyCrocker, it's a little bit different. It says 1/3 instead of 2/3, so it's going to be 1/3 of a vegetable oil. 3 tablespoons of water. And then 1 egg. I'll put that in there. Oh, you guys didn't see that. I'll put it up here. And then we'll just beat that together. And then we'll add the mix here in just a second. Put that in our little thing in there. I mean, there's nothing exciting right here, guys. Just beating the egg into here. Alright. See, nothing too exciting right here, right? Yeah. Boy, is it cold out there. Tell you what, man. It's supposed to get cold to the -degrees later, or tomorrow, or here in Michigan. I know people in the Northeast. Whew. Where my mom's at, on the west coast there, not by the fires, but the Rocky Mountain areas, -13 degrees or something like that. Alright guys, I'm going to get the mix here out of here. We'll put it in there. This does have a syrup pouch in it that goes in here with it to give that chocolate flavor. I'll show you that in just a second. There's the syrup pouch that goes inside it. This is the chocolate syrup to give it the flavor, I'm guessing. Alright, we're going to cut this open here. Alright, we're going to put that in here. We're going to beat that in there, like so. This one you can tell it's different than the other one, obviously, because that one's a dark chocolate. But we're still going to compare them just to see how they come out. We add the syrup in here in just a second. I'm going to beat this together first. Alright, so we're going to get that all in there. Mix that up. Starting to thicken up pretty good. So it's a pretty good thick side. Pretty good thickness as the other one was. Maybe even thicker actually. Yeah, this one's a little bit thicker actually. But we're still gonna put another 8x8 pan here. Alright, I'm gonna cut this syrup packet open here. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, this is the syrup packet that's going in there. You don't see it. Just squeeze it down in there. This is the I guess it's like a chocolate syrup type thing. As you can see, it's kind of thick right there. Alright, I'm gonna put this in our little cup we use. I'll just put that in the trash later in a little bit. We're gonna mix the rest of this up. There's what it looks like. So this one's much thicker, but I'm not going to thin it out or nothing because I just want to compare it to the other one. See how it works. So this one's a lighter brown. Alright, I forgot to spray my pan. Always spray your pans also before you put your stuff in there. So I'm going to go spray my pan here real quick. Alright guys, I'll be back in a moment. Like I said, I'm using Baker's Joy to spray the pan. It has a little bit of flour stuff in there. So you guys want to see what I'm doing? This is, no. Yeah, it's not the prettiest, but it works. Right out that much, but anyways, that's what I put in there. Walked away from the camera there. Alright guys, we're going to pour this in here. It's pretty thick. Let's see what's coming out. So I have a feeling this might be thicker than the other one, than the Pillsbury one, because I didn't have to put as much oil in here. So I did gotta scoop it out much better though. I had to get a spatula to scoop this out probably, more than likely. There's quite a bit in there still. Yeah, maybe I'll just do this for a moment. It's actually coming out alright. Hope you guys like brownies and stuff like that. I do. Like I said, I'm just doing a test comparison. I'm just curious to see which one's moisture. Another one word that people hate is moistus. People hate that word, moistus, for some reason. I don't know why. But it bugs them. I don't know if it bugs you guys or not. Alright. So this is supposed to be, so it comes out thick. Now I don't think this one's gonna rise as high as the Pillsbury one. I could be wrong, but we'll find out. Alright, I think I got, well, not like that, most of it. Now everybody likes to lick the spoon, right? The chocolate. Don't lick it because there's egg in there. You guys don't want to poison yourself with salmonella or anything like that. All the stuff going on nowadays. So, anyways, there's that. What's left in there. So I'll be back to you guys in just a moment here, and I'm gonna put these on the pans over there and on the sheet pan, and I'll show you in just a second. Alright guys, I know if you can see these are not very well. So to my left, your right is the Pillsbury dough one, and the one on the right, your left, is the BettyCrocker one. So we're going to see how these come out. I don't know how well they're going to come out, but we'll find out. So I can see Pillsbury dough one is going to be easy to figure out. That's the darker one. This is more of a lighter brown one. So we'll see how they come out, and we'll compare them, and I'll tell you how good it is. I think I might over grease this one a little bit, but it should be okay. At least we hope so anyways. But anyways, we're going to put it in the oven for about, one says 38 minutes, one says 45 minutes at 350. So we'll average it out and see how it works from there. But once again, here we go. Let's see if I can take a picture of it while I'm doing it this way. Alright guys, we're going to put this in the oven and continue from there. Alright guys, we got the brownies in the oven there. That's Pillsbury versus BettyCrocker. We'll see what comes out the best. We'll find out once I take them out and give them a taste test, and I'll let you know. I can do it on camera, obviously. I can do that. Maybe I'll do that. I've never done taste tests on camera. I just don't like showing myself eating on camera all the time. I don't think I ever have, but I can do it this time. Alright guys, I'll be back in a little bit. We'll check on them in about 10-15 minutes to see how they're doing. I'm going to try not to burn them. Hopefully I don't. But remember, oven temperatures vary. This oven's very old, so it's hard to keep an eye on it from burning. Not keep an eye on it, but just keep an eye on it from burning. So it varies so much, so it's hard to differentiate if it's going to, you take it out or keep it in longer. Well guys, look like they're starting to rise just a little bit. As you can see, this is the BettyCrocker one in front, and the back is the Pillsbury one. That's dark chocolate. This is supposed to, and this is supposed to be a moist one. That one's supposed to be a dark chocolate brownie. So I'm just going to compare them and see what comes out a little bit better. It has more moisture to it. And this one in the front here, I think I put a little bit too much of spray grease on there, or non-stick grease on there. The Baker Joy grease. But anyways, guys, so this is coming along here a little bit. So it's moved about 35 to 40 minutes. Alright guys, here's the brownies out. We'll let them cool down. As you can see, the Pillsbury is a little bit thicker because I put it not as of a big of a pan, so it's going to be thicker and a little bit taller. This one is not as tall as the Pillsbury one. This is the BettyCrocker one. So we're going to let them cool down. We're going to compare them. This is the dark chocolate one, and then this is the original moist one, I guess what they call it, whatever. BettyCrocker moist original brownie mix. And this is the dark chocolate one. So we'll let them cool down, give them a taste test, and see how they come out. I mean, how they taste. Be back with you guys soon. Alright guys, Here's the comparison. The one on the left is Pillsbury. The one on the right is BettyCrocker. As you can see, one on the left, Pillsbury is much taller and thicker. That's the dark chocolate one, obviously. And then the one on the right is the BettyCrocker. Not as big. They both cook in 8x8 pans. Now, the Pillsbury said if you cook in a bigger pan, of course, it'd be a little bit less thinner, of course. And the bigger the pan, the less it would be. So, same for this. If this was cooked in a bigger pan, BettyCrocker would probably be even thinner than that. So, I want to see Pillsbury wins in the thickness contest here. And I'm going to take a bite of these and tell you how they are here in just a second. All right. All right, guys. So I'm going to try out the Pillsbury, the dark chocolate one here. I'll let you know how it tastes and how the moisture is. So you can see it's pretty fluffy and coming apart already a little bit there. But I'm going to let you know how it tastes. Pretty good. Not too sweet. Great moisture to it. Good texture. Easy to swallow. So I know some brands can be hard to swallow because of real density. I mean, it does have density to it, but not too bad. This one is the, excuse me. So this one I'm pointing with my fork here is the BettyCrocker. As you can see, it is way thinner. So we're going to take a bite of that. Let you know. Now with the BettyCrocker, I noticed it has more of a thicker top on there. If I can get it off there. It's got more of a thicker top on there. You know, more of a crunchy part. So yeah, it's got more of a crunchy taste to it. So this has got a nice crunching texture to it. So as comparison for which ones I like best, I'd have to say I'd go with the BettyCrocker because it's thinner. It's got more of a crunch taste to it. It has more of a brownie flavor to it, of a fudge mix to it. You know this is dark chocolate, but I do like dark chocolate. I do like this one, but I'm gonna go with the BettyCrocker from 1 to 10. I'll give it an 8. And then from the Pillsbury one, for their dark chocolate, I'll give it a 7. But for the thickness and stuff, 1 to 10 on the thickness, Pillsbury's got that, a 10. And for thickness on the BettyCrocker, it's got a 7. I'm going to say 6 actually. So, but anyways, this is circumventrandom.youtube.com. So I hope you guys like this comparison video. This is something that's kind of fun to do for me. I hope you guys enjoy yourselves and stay warm and avoid this Arctic blast and don't go anywhere unless you have to. Stay inside and stay warm. You guys have a great day. This is circumventrandom.youtube.com, and basically in the near future I'll do some more comparison videos. So these are pretty good. Have a great night.